So, greetings to all my detectives out there. My name is Amanda. My channel is called Consider Justice Canada. And today, and the reason I look sad, it's because today I read lots of grim things that we're going to be talking about. It's going to be another hard one to hear. It's about another girl, what happened to her. It's going to be a really heart-wrenching and everything. So it's going to be two cold cases that we're going to be doing. So the first one we're going to be talking about is this beautiful young 15-year-old girl. This young girl. And I'm going to show you two pictures because there's two pictures of her. Okay, and then now I'm going to show you the other picture because there's two pictures of this young girl. But this one's is blurry, so I'm just going to put the other one after. But I just wanted to show you how beautiful and how sweet she looks like. So this young girl, her name is Carrie Ann Brown. So I'm going to bring her a little closer so you guys can see me and Carrie Ann Brown. So this story of the teen girl, she got killed in 1986, guys. 1986, and it's a cold case. Nobody has solved it. Nobody cracked it. So I'll tell you the story, and then I'll tell you my intake after. Carrie Ann Brown was found raped, beaten to death, and found on a trail in Thompson, Manitoba in 1986. After 30 years, Trevor Brown, her brother, is hopeful that someone will come forward with information on his sister's murder. 30 years after the rape and murder of a Thompson teen girl, RCMP are trying to recreate the girl's last day on social media in hopes the unusual approach will drum up new leads. Can you imagine that? It's been 30 years and they haven't found nothing. Carrie Ann Brown, she was 15, vanished from a party in Thompson, Manitoba on October 16th, 1986, 30 years ago. Actually, now it'd be 32 years ago. She was found dead 2 days later along a horse riding trail. Her body badly beaten. It was ingredient, so that means it was very surprising, very nasty. Because I went and checked out what it means. It meant like it was a very gruesome crime scene. And just beyond comprehension what they did to her. She didn't deserve that fate. Brown's brother, Trevor Brown, told CBC News Friday, "For 30 years, I have obsessed about who did this to my little sister, and I haven't been able to move on. For 30 years, I have obsessed." On the anniversary of her death this Sunday, so on Sundays, it was her death on the 2016th of October 14th. So this has been 3 years, but we still have to put this out there. On the anniversary of her death this Sunday, RCMP said they will issue tweets from Brown's point of view on the day she was killed. I think someone is going to come forward and say something that hasn't been said in a very long time. I want to talk about the day I was killed. I want people to know what happened to me. I want the killer caught, reads one of her several tweets that will be posted from Manitoba RCMP Twitter account on Sunday. A message will be sent out at a key time on the day Brown went missing and was murdered, RCMP said. "We never give up. If there's a new way to get information out to the public about a case, we support it." RCMP Constant Jana Emerald, lead investigator in the case, said in a statement Friday. "Is a unique approach that I hope will raise awareness and put pressure on those who have information to come forward. Please, if you do know anything from 1986, please come forward. I know it's been 32 years, but this young lady and her family needs answer. Really badly needs answers. I wouldn't have thought of this, and I'm glad they did because I had the potential to reach a whole lot of people," he said. "This is a big file, and I know as much as we want to know who did this to Carrie, they want to close the file. I can still hear it jangling." Trevor Brown said the murder destroyed our family. That devastation affected each family member differently. His mother battled depression because she did not know what happened to her little girl. Right up until the day she died. So she died without no answer of what happened to her little girl. But at least she's up there, probably talking to her little girl and see what happened to her. While his father hasn't had good night's sleep in 30 years. Can you imagine not sleeping for 30 years because you're wondering what happened to your daughter? Why did she go rape at 15? What happened to her? And this is her brother, which I don't blame them to be mad. Look at his face. He's not a happy camper, which I don't blame him. Meanwhile, Trevor Brown struggled with alcoholism and never married, which he blames on the murder. It's tragic. I always struggle to describe how it affected us. What was done to her? He said, adding he still recalls the final conversation he and his sister had hours before she went to the party. I still remember what she was wearing when she walked out the door. I remember commenting on the belt she was wearing. It was this jangly metal loopy belt. I can still hear it jangling in my head. Carrie Ann Brown had a midnight curfew, was supposed to be sleeping over at a friend's house after the party. The family knows she left the party when her ex-boyfriend showed up, he said. Carrie had asked her friend if they could leave because she wasn't comfortable. They agreed, went outside together. Her friend Nicole left something inside, went back to get it. When she came back outside, Carrie was gone. So her friend went in the house, got something, and then she came out and she was gone? Did somebody take her? Did somebody kidnap her? Did that to her? This is really, really, really weird stuff. Tapping into emotion. Trevor Brown's convinced someone out there aside from whoever murdered his sister knows what happened. He hopes the day-long RCMP Twitter campaign said it will strike a chord and lead a new answer to the case. We're just hoping to tap into some emotion that will bring them forward out of the darkness and say, hey, I've been sitting on this for a very long time and I want to tell you what I know. That would be beautiful after 32 years, he said. Trevor Brown was just 16 when his sister was murdered, so they were just a year apart. Was murdered. Now he's in his 40s. He wants whoever violated and took his sister from the world to know one thing. We're going to catch them or catch whoever it is. I think someone's going to come forward and say something hasn't been said in a very long time. And we hope so. So, this young lady died tragically. And I'm going to tell you what they wrote about her. Apparently, what they say is Carrie Ann Brown was 15, was supposed to sleep over at her best friend Nicole's house on October 16, 1986. But at a party in Thompson, Manitoba. That night, can you imagine this? At that party, that night, Carrie Ann's ex-boyfriend shows up with a new girl. Why would you do that? When you broke up with somebody, why would you go and shove things in her face? She's only 15. That's not right, what he did. Showed up with a new girl. She left upset and never made it to a sleepover. Well, I don't blame her for being upset, but that's sad that she had to die because she was upset. A pair of horseback riders found her body 2 days later on a trail north of the city. She had been sexually assaulted. In her body, they poked her because they did not know if she was alive or not. They poked her with sticks. We never stopped trying to find out who did this to Carrie, her brother Trevor Brown told CTV News. We had our ear to the ground for 3 decades trying to find out who did this to Carrie. We won't stop. And I assure you, you are going to find the people who did this, and they're going to be brought to justice. Like my channel, consider Justice Canada. Sunday marks the 30. Well, now it's been 30 at that time, but 32 years. 32 years, and it's gonna be 30. Yeah. Okay, sorry. 32 years in October 16th, 2018. 32 years. Imagine that. Remember that on October 16th, there's a girl that died. Just remember that. Put on your calendar if you have to remind yourself and to bring justice back to this young lady. October 16th. And then it just goes on about the email, so I'm not going to continue. Trevor hopes the unorthodox technique will jog the memory of someone who can help investigate. I think this would have been solved 30 years ago if social media existed then. He believes people in the community have details that will help bring his sister killer to justice and help his family find some closure. Walk through the fear, he pleaded. We understand it was very nasty and gross. It was brutal. It's hard to live with, but it's time to come forward. That's it. That's all I have from her. And another thing too, I'm going to show you a little thing about her brother. It's just a small video. It's not a long one. It's just like a 2-minute video. But this is how he speaks about his sister's murder. I'm just going to try and put it on. Come on. Okay, well, if it doesn't work there, I'm going to put it on here. Oh, there you go. Maybe it's going to work now, finally. Computer's kind of slow, guys. Maybe it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm just going to put my phone, guys, so you guys can see it and hear it. But this is his count about what happened to his sister. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn that around, guys, because this is the next case. I don't want you guys, like, you know, concentrate on that. Global news. I wonder if it's gonna show here. Okay, 1 second there. Trying to find that video. That's such a sad video. I was watching it and it's heartbreaking. And it brings back, like, you know, what happened to that poor girl. Carrie Ann Brown. Global News. That's what it's called. Global News. That's where you're going to find the video too. Global News. Okay. Video and article. There you go. So I'm just going to play it for you guys so you can hear her brother, how he pleads. There you go. I'll play it. It's a commercial.
Is excited for back to school with some amazing new looks from Value Village. Value Village, keeping them on trend and you on budget.
For all your back to school clothing and more, visit Value Village.
You can't skip it, guys.
She went to the house party on Thursday night. She wasn't found until Saturday. So, yeah, the next day, the Friday morning, Friday nights, I was at my good friend Jerry's place, and I came home just before lunch, and people were calling for Carrie, her friends, and I suppose she's at Nicole's, as far as I know. She spent the night at Nicole's, her best friend's house. But it was when Nicole called, just after lunch, and we told her, well, she was looking for Carrie. Told her, well, we thought she was at your house. And so she started calling their friends. And she called us back right away and said no one knows where she is. So it was a sleepless night, Friday night, needless to say. And then Saturday, it was early afternoon. The doorbell rings. Obviously, we're still looking for her. And the doorbell rings. It's two of Carrie's acquaintances at our door. I don't recognize them, but they introduce themselves to me and they ask me who I am, I tell them who I am. And then they say to me, they found a body at the stables. And they won't let us near it. And I remember kind of like, why are you telling me this? But needless to say, just as I was about to go out the door with them, the phone rings upstairs. I hear it ring, and I wait. My dad answers it up in the bedroom. And I hear him going, yup, acknowledging somebody talking to him. Then he comes I hear him hang up the phone, and he comes to the top of our stairs in our house, and I'm down at the bottom. And I look up at my dad, and he says, Trev, that was the police. They want me to come down to the hospital and identify a body. And he says to me, that's my little girl. That's all he said. I'll never forget it. The shock that kind of went over me, and I was in denial mode from that moment on. I said, well, we're going out there. I'm going to see what I came back into the city, and by the time I got back here to the house, my mom and dad were going up, getting ready to go out the door to go to the hospital. And we got taken into a room, and my dad was taken away from that room. My mom and I were left in there by ourselves. And then my dad came back. He was being taken to identify the body. And when he came back, it was stone silent. And I remember my mom saying, "Is it her?" And my dad said nothing. And then my mom screamed, "Is it her?" Screamed. And my dad says, "Yeah." This says, "Yeah." And my mom just started bawling. And I was in shock. Like, you can't process that kind of information. And I remember the cop coming up to my dad and said, "We're going to do absolutely everything in our power to find you to this dear little girl, Jim. I promise you that." We're coming up on 11,000 nights since this happened. And that's a long time to not have answers and to obsess on something. And I know my dad hasn't had a good night's sleep in 30 years. My mom died not knowing who did this to her little girl. I have a brother in Selkirk, as I mentioned, I have a brother in Selkirk who wants answers. I want answers. And at the end of the day, Carrie deserves justice. And these cowards, which is all they are, and all they were, they've avoided it, right? They've been able to avoid and elude justice for 3 decades. And we know as a family, and in our heart of hearts, that there are people out there who know who did this, and for whatever their fear is, they've been living in fear of coming forward and talking about it. But the time has passed for that. There's no need to live in fear of these individuals anymore. In fact, I'd be safe. I think it's safe to say that they're scared themselves right now, and they're in fear of being caught for having done this.
And that's it, guys. So that's her brother speaking. That's Trevor Brown explaining of what happened to his poor sister. I just had to show you guys that because I really want you guys to know how that family felt. And you guys need to know. If you want more information about this case, just go on all the global news and everything. They'll tell you all the story about her. So now that we are at, what minutes are we? 17. Okay, so we're going to talk about the other case now. Sadly, we are going to talk about this young lady now. I'm going to show you a picture of her. She's so pretty. She was a PhD doctor. A PhD doctor. A PhD doctor, sorry. Okay, so the PhD doctor. So sadly, she went missing at first, and then after that, she went missing, and then they found her. The saddest story ever. So I'm going to tell you what happened at first. So the Fierce Girls for a brilliant PhD student, 30 years old. She's only 30 years old. Who walked out of her office 4 days ago, and she hailed, which I did not know what that meant, so I hailed an Uber, so she screamed for an Uber coming to pick her up. So the Uber picked her up, and then she disappeared. So these are the points they say. Zabia Afzal, 30, was last seen hailing an Uber. So I'm just going to read you guys the story because just the points. So if you want to see the points, just go and check on Global News again. Just write Zabia Afzal. Fears have continued. I'm going to show you the name too after. Fears have continued to rise over a missing PhD student who disappeared after hailing an Uber near her office in Canada last week. So Zabia Afzal. So this is how you spell her name if you want to look for more information about her. This is her name. No, it doesn't work. Oh. Okay. So her name is Zabia Afzal, 30 years old, had just had breakfast with her brother Zubar Afzal. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, before heading to work at her family real estate business Thursday morning. Her brother said nothing seemed out of the ordinary during their family time before his sister left their home. I didn't pick up anything from that conversation. Absolutely nothing, Zubar said. Told the Star, no hints, nothing whatsoever. Zabia Afzal then traveled about 5 minutes to her office, where she spoke with the co-workers before leaving, without telling anyone where she was going. When her family member were unable to get in contact with Afzal throughout the day on Thursday, they contacted York Regional Police. Authorities were able to track her phone to Ashbridge. So I'll show you where Ashbridge is, because I just did the research for you guys. Ashbridge is only 18 minutes from where she went missing. So Ashbridge, so she went Ashbridge area in Toronto, which is 26 miles from her job, so it's only 18 minutes of a drive. According to her missing flyer, she was traced to the area around 10:40 a.m. This is where it turns really weird here. Her phone was found in Ashbridge along with her other possessions, Zubar said. And then Zubar told the Star that she believes she traveled in Uber from her office around 9:30 a.m. Worried family members and friends have created social media accounts and this hashtag #FindZabia in an attempt to reach anyone who may have seen her in the Ashbridge area. Toronto police are also involved in the search since Thursday. A marine unit and a helicopter have been deployed to aid the searches on the ground. And this is another picture of her. She's such a pretty lady. Look at this poor lady. Look at this. 30 years old. Just wait till you hear what happens. It turns into like a nightmare, to be honest. So after that, they couldn't find her for a month. Listen to this, guys. Body of missing of York. I'm gonna show you a picture of her again. Her body of missing York University student Zabia Afzal, found after a month-long search. Took them a month to find her. Listen to this. This is where it turns really grim and very weird. A month-long search for a missing 30-year-old Yorkville University graduate student has ended after her body was found in the Niagara region. So Niagara region, I found out, I read research region. It is by St. Catherine, Grimsby, Port Colborne, Thurlow, and Welland, and Fort Erie. So it's around there. So this is where it turns weird. Look at this, guys. It takes 2 hours and 9 minutes to drive there. That's where it turns weird. So I'm just going to go around. 30 years old York University graduate student has ended after her body was found in the Niagara region. Zabia Afzal was last seen on the morning of May 10th in the area of Highway 400 in Major Mackenzie Drive. Investor later received information that she was spotted later that morning at Ashbridge Bay in Toronto. So I'm just wondering, how did she get there? But I'm going to give my point of view after. After a month-long case, shortly after 2 p.m. on June 15, York Region Police in Toronto said they received information from Niagara Law Enforcement that a body was found in the water. A post-mortem examination confirmed the remains were of Afzal, Zabia Afzal. Her death isn't considered as suspicious. How is it not suspicious if you find somebody in the water? I need to talk about that after. The disappearance of Afzal, a longtime communist activist from Vaughan. She's from Vaughan, guys, from Toronto. Vaughan? Vaughan. Okay, Vaughan. Sorry. I'm French, guys. So if you see my accent, it's because I'm French. So don't mind my accent. Prompted a month-long search by family, friends, and both Toronto and New York police. Volunteer canvasses area like Scarborough, Bluff, Toronto Island, and Thorncliffe Park, and set up social media campaign on Facebook and Twitter under the hashtag #FindZabia. The family is deeply appreciative of everyone's effort in trying to locate Zabia. A statement on the FindZabia Facebook page read, "You have left an impact on their lives where your enormous show of concern and commitment. Please keep them in your prayers and please respect their need for privacy during this difficult time." Okay, so now that I'm done telling you the story, that's just a short story. I'm sorry, guys, there's not much story about her. But listen, what I find weird is, okay, so she went in Uber. She went here first to Ashbridge. Why would she go to Ashbridge? I'm wondering, Was she meeting somebody? Was she doing some business? Or what was she doing there without telling her family? That is kind of bizarre. And I hope that Ashbridge, they have answers of what she was doing there. And then you know what? Another thing I find this weird. I'm not blaming the Uber, don't get me wrong. But I'm wondering why has he not come forward for information where he dropped her off, what time, what happened, what did she say in the Uber? Did she say something weird? Did she say something? I wish the Uber would come out and say something about this young lady. And then, out of nowhere, she goes from Ashford to Niagara Falls? Niagara Region. That doesn't make sense, guys. Like, seriously. Like, how does it make sense from Ashford to Niagara Region? And how did she get there? That's what I'm wondering. She could have been kidnapped too from Ashbridge. How do we know that it was not a kidnap scene or anything? And the weird thing is she went to work for 5 minutes, went and talked to her coworkers, and then left. That is such a bizarre case. And I'm sorry, guys, but I don't know what to say about this. But it's a bizarre case. It's twists and turns and everything. But I hope the killer is found. Whoever threw her in the water, and they say that's not suspicious? How is that not suspicious when you've been thrown in the water? You don't just end up in the water out of nowhere. You don't just plop, okay. No, somebody has to be thrown you, or they have to drown you or something to get rid of the evidence. And what I think it happened is maybe she got kidnapped by somebody and they brought her to Niagara Region because they're from there or they're close there, and maybe they thought that's the best place that nobody will ever find. It's sad, guys. Come on, we need some answers for these two young ladies. Carrie Ann Browns, we need answers for her. Zabia, we need answers for these two young girls. Like, she was a PhD doctor too. Did she have enemies? That's another thing too. We're wondering, did she have enemies? Did somebody did not, like, because she was making money? Was she, like, you know? Sorry. Yeah, jealousy too. Yes, that's true, cameraman. Thank you. It could be jealousy, like the cameraman said. Was it because she's getting money and she was gonna make money, and somebody got jealous of her? People are weird nowadays. You make money or you do something great in your life, people get jealous. People get angry towards you. It's ridiculous, guys. We should all be standing up to each other and being happy for each other, and be proud of each other. Like, seriously. We should be bashing each other just because she was a PhD doctor. She could have been the best PhD doctor out there. Look at this young lady. She looks such a caring doctor. She looks like she would have made it in the community as a good doctor. And it's sad that she was only 30 years old and they took her life without letting God do it. God's the one that should take your life. Nobody else should be taking nobody's life. So seriously, guys, I don't know what's going on, but it's sad these two girls had to die so young. One's 15, one's 30 years old. And I hope you both families, you guys get answers. And I pray for you guys, and I will think about your girls to get answers and to get justice back in this Canada. So I'm going to close up because I don't think we have much longer. We have, how much? We have long? No? So we're going to close up. So another thing too is I want to thank Chantal Couture for subscribing. We have 17 subscribers because she subscribed. Oh, there's 2 actually. Sorry guys, there's 2 subscribers. So there's 18 subscribers. One of them is Chantal Couture. Thank you very much, Chantal Couture, for messaging me and letting me know you subscribe. If you guys send me a message telling me you subscribe, I will thank you personally with your name. I want to thank you all for 18 subscribers. Thank you so much. That I really appreciate how you guys are making my day. Look at this, guys. 18 subscribers. 18, guys. We're getting there. The words are going out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you know what? From the bottom of our hearts, we really want you guys to continue to follow us. Please subscribe. And another thing too, I'm going to show you guys. This is how you subscribe. I'll show you how you do it. Because a lot of people are confused. So you subscribe right here. You see the red button right here. This is how you subscribe. And then after I'm going to show you something just here. Let's just say Mr. Bean, okay? So you subscribe. Let's just say if you subscribe, okay? It'll go gray. If you see this, it'll go gray. Oh. And then you have a bell right here. The bell is to tell you when I'm gonna have a next show. Like, you know, let's just say if I have a show tomorrow, you will know my show. You put the bell on. You see this? You put the bell on, and then you'll know when my shows comes on. I just want to show you guys because you know what? Sometimes YouTube it's kind of confusing because they change it all the time. So I just want to show you. You subscribe, it goes gray, and then you put the bell on. Then you're subscribed. Then you know my content's up. So please do that. Please put the bell up. Please put a like on it. Please subscribe. Please put messages on me and tell me what you like, what you don't like, what kind of content you want me to do. And then we're going to try and think of something for 50. If we get 50 subscribers, we're really going to think about what we can do for the 50 subscribers. So stay tuned for that one because you know what? We're going to try and really think about that one. So thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. I hope you liked our case today. I know it's grim. I know it's hard. But we need to put justice out there. Thank you, guys. My name is Amanda. Have a great day, guys. Bye.